Good evening. Welcome to my channel. My name is David Okun, and I'm talking about Elon Musk. I'm talking about Tesla, the electric vehicle. I'm talking about Elon Musk because he is the richest person, the second richest person in the world. And like I said elsewhere in the rest of the other videos, please view the other videos, watch them. They're connected. If you watch only one, I will do my best to repeat some of the points in the other video so that you don't miss very much. I want every video to make sense independently. But in practice, ideally, these videos are supposed to be interconnected. They are actually part of the process. But in the scheme of actually producing material like this or any other material, I try to make each individual video are complete as much as possible. So in the process, I tend to repeat the other points in the other videos to help people who may only watch this video. They may not watch the other videos at all. They may only end up watching this video. But if you have time, watch all of them. I don't think it's going to take a long time, but do your best. If you like the video, if you value it, the feedback I get is that the videos are very educational, which is what I like to hear, and which also my aim, because knowledge is very important. All this information, all this material relate to the cost of living, which is what I started with 2 months ago. We are 2 months old as a project, and as a channel, we have been older than that, but we have been dormant actually is what I wanted to say. Dormant, not doing anything. We are making progress here, and thank you for being part of the process. Everybody who have been supporting me, who have been viewing, who have been committed. I'm building this network. I'm building this capacity, and I hope there comes a time when we begin to interdepend. You depend on me, I depend on you. You get what I have, and I get what you have. Or you get what you want from me, and I get what I want from you. I hope to achieve that going forward, which is going to be a healthy thing. And hopefully, as well as actually providing what is now officially an educational material based on the feedback I get, which is really nice. People have been saying my material is very educational. I'm so happy to get that feedback. And education is really key. And social media is full of educational materials. And if you find somebody cooking, if you find somebody making clothing, you find somebody learning how to make cars, to build cars, or even build a house, or drive an aeroplane, or how to fish, how to organize your traveling around the world with you. You learn so many things. So there is always a scope. It depends what you want to learn. If you want to learn how to be greedy with food, maybe YouTube is also a place to come. You can learn all sorts of things. You can learn also how to be drunk and disorderly if you want. But I would say get drunk if you have to, but avoid being disorderly because that is not good. Also, you can make friends. YouTube is really good. Social media is very good, but be positive about it and focus on what is right and you are what you think. If you become nasty and angry with everyone, including with yourself, it means your thinking is not right. You are what you think. If you think positively, you're going to be stronger. You're going to be producing positive energy, and you're going to be happier. You're going to be full of strength, you're full of positivity, uh, more effective. If you set your mind to do something, you will do it successfully. And so that positive vibe is really strengthening. It produces a lot of power. It doesn't matter what we are going through, the cost of living. It's a crisis now. I've been talking about it all along. And now, even talk about Elon Musk. I'm actually talking about the cost of living because he's rich, the rest of the world is poor. The cost of living is a poverty problem. And so, to solve the cost of living crisis, it's best to learn about the cost of living in all its facets and its elements. I've been attempting to actually illustrate the cost of living in different ways, including looking at the economic system of the world, globalization, capitalism, and also look at the welfare state and look at militarism, and probably in the future I may decide to look at Brexit itself, how Britain left the European Union. I may look at the European Union itself as an institution, because the EU, European Union, is extremely important in defining and also conducting global economy, globalization. Without the European Union, the globalization is dead. Globalization revolves around Europe, the European Union. So, if you're interested in understanding politics and also maybe the cost of living itself, try to understand how the European Union system, the political, the economic, all elements of the European Union. Try and learn it. I haven't spoken about the European Union in this video. Hopefully, I will find some material from somewhere. If you know anything about the European Union, leave a comment below and give me a link if you can, so that I can store some information about the European Union, because it's the most important region of the world in terms of globalization is the EU, the European Union, and globalization is the most important system of the economy and of politics. It is actually the only system being operational, and I see it about capital to be the only economic system. But capitalism has gone from being a national system to becoming a global system. So that is really, really important. It's so important to understand this principle, this dynamics. And so, like I said, I was talking about Elon Musk. If you're viewing this video, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and share to support. Click a notification bell and support the process. And Musk is a multi-billionaire, needless to say, and he does so many things. We talk about Tesla, which he owns. Tesla, which he actually founded in the first place, but I think he owns with shares, the main shareholder of Tesla. So there is looking at different models of Tesla. The Model X, which was launched actually in 2014, and there are shareholders within Tesla, and they meet annually. One of the prominent meetings was in 2014. One of the most important annual meeting of shareholders was in 2014, and Tesla first built an electric sports car, the Roadster, in 2008. So he first built an electric sport car, which is really important. Sport car, which is electric, is really cool. It's called the Roadster, with sales of about 2,500 vehicles. It was the first serial production all-electric car to use lithium ion battery cells. So it's lithium ion battery cells. Tesla began delivery of its four-door Model S sedan in 2012. A crossover, the Model a crossover, the Model X was launched in 2015. A mass market sedan, the Model 3 was released in 2017. The Model 3 is the all-time best-selling plug-in electric car worldwide, and in June 2021 it became the first electric car to sell 1 million units globally. A fifth vehicle, the Model Y crossover, was launched in 2020. So there's a chronology of the progression of car manufacturing. A fifth vehicle, the Model Y crossover, was launched in 2020. A cyber truck, all electric pickup truck, was unveiled in 2019. So they have really done a lot of they made a lot of inroads into manufacturing a different version of the vehicles. Under Musk, Tesla has also constructed multiple lithium-ion battery and electric vehicle factories named gigafactories. Gigafactories is very iconic in terms of technology. It sounds a bit like features of the internet or whatever. It's really cool. I mean, it's so Vogue is so elegant. Since its initial public offering in 2010, Tesla's stock has risen significantly. It became the most valuable car maker in summer 2020, and it entered the S&P 500 later that year. In October 2021, it reached a market capitalization of 1 trillion, the sixth 1 trillion US dollar, the sixth company in US history to do so. In November 2021, Musk proposed on Twitter to sell 10% of his Tesla stock, since much is made lately of unrealized gains being a means of tax avoidance. Some people criticize that some tactics he plays to avoid taxes. Not unfamiliar with wealthy people trying to avoid paying taxes. Tax avoidance is a common theme within the critical commentaries pointing to multi-billionaires and multi-millionaires of the world. After more than 3.5 million Twitter accounts supported the sale, Musk sold 6.9 billion US dollar of Tesla stock within a week, and a total of 16.4 billion US dollar by year end, reaching the 10% target. So he sold it. That's how he generates his personal fortunes, because in as much as he sells shares in billions of US dollars, because he's the main shareholder, he gets a lot of money from it. In February 2020, the Wall Street Journal reported that both Elon and Kimball Musk were under investigation by the SEC for possible insider trading related to the sale. So insider trading is actually a form of fraud, almost, and also something they shouldn't supposed to do. In 2022, Musk unveiled a robot developed by Tesla Optimus. So there's a robot. Now, if you work for retail stores or even any store at all, robot is the future of building vehicles, actually. Manufacturing cars, manufacturing spaceships. So robotics is really very important. So in 2022, Musk unveiled a robot developed by Tesla Optimus. So you will see like the deliveries. So because robotic technology can actually be connected with the AI systems in vehicles, driverless vehicles, autonomous vehicles. So you'll find those technology robots actually moving around in supermarkets, doing what human beings are now doing as laborers, as human laborers. So there's a case where if this develops, a lot of retail store workers are going to lose their jobs, and that's why I mean, if they lose their jobs, if you're a bus driver, a train driver, a car, a taxi driver, a delivery van driver, autonomous vehicles and robotics will be set to take away your jobs. If you are actually a car manufacturer, a laborer, you will be replaced by robots. So almost in every sector in the long term, everybody is going to be jobless, which is a good thing. Why should you work? The only problem is that those who control those technology should start paying you money, or actually, if technology matures where everything, especially computer, is it computer? Yeah, I think it's computer, or maybe just technology generally. If it actually develops such that it actually produces goods and services at no extra cost, as in the cost of living. So the cost of living will be a thing for the past. Technology will be doing everything for free. If it doesn't cost anything to produce everything, then there will be no need to sell anything. That is the principle. That is theoretically speaking is possible within the next decades, maybe 50 to 100 years. We will begin to see it beginning from now. In principle, the cost of product and services should be less, not more. So, energy technology, for example, water supply technology, should actually, in principle, reduce the cost of living. But if it doesn't, then there is something missing. Maybe there's politics of technology, politics of trade, and the politics of government, perhaps. It's anyone's guess. But prices of food and energy should not go up, should go down with the support of technology, because technology is actually cheaper to use in production. So if there is a willingness, political willingness, and also what I call a cultural alertness in people who actually understand respect for human life, respect for themselves, respect for human life, then the growth of technology should accompany peaceful dispensation, peaceful method. People should live more peacefully with the rise of the machine, and hoping that this machine will work effectively without catching some dangerous viruses. If machine goes insane, if they go mad and start killing people, then it's going to be really dangerous. Then we need to, if that happens, we will need antivirus, machine antivirus very quickly. How they can really wipe humans off. These are some of the risks coming with technology. But life is what it is. It's full of risks. But I'm just mentioning this as by the way, because that is actually the outlook of the economy with technology. The government should now be thinking of an alternative method of welfare subsistency. Because if everything costs nothing, then trade will stop. The economy will also stop. The economy actually depends on trade. You buy something or sell something, that is economics. I sell you what I have. You tell me what I don't have. or if without money, I give you what you have. It's called transaction. That is the whole point about trading. I trade my jacket for your shoes because I need shoe more than jacket, and you need jacket more than shoes. So I trade my item for yours in terms of value and demand and wants or needs. So technology is set to change to alter these dynamics, trading, commercial, and all this, which is, in my opinion, is going to be good because it means then people can get whatever they want for free. Or is it? If we begin to behave funny, then it's going to be really terrible because people will actually refuse to give help for to people who have lost their jobs. Because if 90% of the population no longer work, who now works? With technology is now doing the work, then they are to access goods and stuff. Because the reason people work, they want the basics in the first place, apart from their need, apart from wants, things like food, medicine, energy, transportation is now a necessity because it takes you from one place to another to find work and to do your work. Like I said previously, so we look at this, and with technology, like you see with all this robotics, it's quite exciting. Prospectively, it's supposed to make our life easier, but it could well be problematic. So leave a comment below what you think about technology, about robots. If you work for a store, if you're a driver, or even if you work in an office, you're using computer now. Computer will be doing things autonomously. You don't even need to type anything. You just kind of like speak to it from your home, and it brings you food. It actually can produce food from a farm. Technology can produce food, the food you want from the farm, or the farm may even not be in the garden or in the field. There could be actually artificial garden in a warehouse or something. It's happening in China now. China has something called vertical gardening. There's a huge, like a supermarket, like a store. You go there, you find a greenhouse. They're producing vegetables, fruits, and all sorts of things. That is the future of storage and farming. You're not going to. There are also synthetic soil being produced. It's now being produced to be used in space. It looks like a cotton. It's white. It looks like a cotton ball, but it's soil. Yeah, synthetic soil. You can produce lettuces, spinach and things like that. So that's the future of technology. Is quite exciting, and it's going to help eradicate poverty, food poverty, energy poverty will be a thing of the past if we learn peace. If we don't learn our cultural economy, technology is going to destroy us faster than what we realize. Because if humans will always be humans. You give something powerful in his hand, it turns it into a weapon or into a tool for peace. Weapon for war and a tool for peace. Our hope and prospects that when technology comes, we are going to have peace when we use technology as tools of peaceful processes, other than weapons of war. And if you know how to pray, start praying now. That because some of the technology we are inventing now are going to be really powerful. They can destroy the earth in a matter of days, if not hours, or even minutes or seconds. In 100 years, you don't know what we are going to create as technologists, as technicians, scientists, engineers, researchers, inventors. You don't know what we are going to create. It can be really, really cool. Some really cool things. We probably won't be there to see it. Maybe they may even find ways of bringing the dead back. If you die, the dead can be brought back to life. That is a possibility. Some people are now doing. Elon Musk is now doing research on that, on regenerative technology. To regeneration, actually, it's a process which might include bringing the dead back to life. It may start with slowing down aging. It may start with slowing down or reversing even aging. It's now being tested. Actually, technology is now beginning to emerge to do that. Some people like it, some people don't. But it is what it is. Leave a comment below and let me know what you think about these things. Quite exciting. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and share with your friend. Leave a comment below. Click the notification bell and share the video. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye bye.